What's going on, everyone? So the market is continuing to go upwards. We were holding on to IWM calls over the weekend, and these were up 36%. Congratulations to everyone that took. Clearly, things are working out, huh? We're calling these plays pretty well, huh? So currently, we're holding on to QQQ calls overnight, and the reason for that is because bonds are strong, Bitcoin is strong, and things are closing above support. So in today's video, I'm going to go in detail what the next steps are essentially for the market and why I am currently bullish overnight. All right, so without further ado, let's get started with the video. Number one, very simply, here's a chart of the SPY. You can see that the MACD just now crossed above, which means that there's essentially 1 or 2 days left at least for this to continue to move upwards. This blue MACD line, let me go ahead and make it bigger. So you see this blue MACD line. Basically, when we do have a cross up, there's usually at least 1 or 2 days afterward where we continue going on upwards. So that's automatically super bullish. All right. Number two, we clearly closed above two major levels of resistance: the 434.74 level and the 433.34 level. So there's another check mark. We closed above two major levels of support. And really, I mean, that's really it. I mean, this is the analysis for the SPY. The next upward target is going to essentially be 440 and then 443.38. Those are going to be the two main levels of resistance to the upside. All right. And it's a really good sign that the RSI is basically falling lower while the price of the SPY is also sort of falling lower. That means that there's nice sort of sensitivity while the market is showing strength. All right. So overall, we closed above resistance. Things are looking bullish, and the indicators are showing momentum. All right. So there's that for the SPY. Let's go ahead and take a look at the IWM. The Russell, Mr. IWM, clearly very bullish as well. We closed above this outside, downtrend line that we had all this time. We closed above it, and we essentially came back and retested this 203.74 level. So now that is going to be the next main level of resistance. But once again, we just crossed above on the MACD, which means that there is at least 1 or 2 more days of upside potential in terms of the momentum. And another thing is that we close above this resistance here. So once again, very similar to the SPY, close above resistance. The MACD is showing strength, and the RSI is barely showing any strength here, which is a pretty good sign as well. Overall, things are bullish on the IWM, and that's really simply that. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at the large tech stocks, the 30-year bond, and the NASDAQ. All right, so here's Apple. Broke above yesterday's close, and we made a bit of a higher high than yesterday, but we still couldn't really close above that high. And we have still yet to cross above on the MACD, which is very bullish. So the fact that the SPY and the IWM have crossed above already, but Apple has not yet, is a bullish sign. It means that there's still lots of upside potential. So essentially, as we break above really like 165, 166 area, 168.34 is the next upward target. And of course, this prior resistance level at 163.76 is the new level of support. So Apple has lots of more room to the upside. Microsoft closed above resistance. This is the second day that we were above the MACD line, crossed above. So Microsoft was showing a lot of strength in terms of the momentum, and we can see that it clearly closed above this 297.97 level. So, Microsoft still has more room to go to the upside. 390 is going to be the next level of resistance for Microsoft. So that looks bullish. Let's take a look at Google. Google also looks bullish. Today is the first day after the MACD crossed above, and we held support perfectly. We closed above yesterday's close, and this level of support at 2660 held beautifully, and 2750 is really going to be the next level of resistance on Google. But overall, this is still a bullish close on Google as well. Let's take a look at Amazon. Same concept. Amazon, very similar to Apple in terms of the MACD. We still have not yet even crossed above on, we haven't had a crossover yet, which is very bullish. We are still intact in a bullish formation on Amazon, essentially. And, like this is really, really good. We held support. And now the next upward target on Amazon is going to be 31.27. So there's that for Amazon. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla, super, super bullish today. The MACD has yet to cross above as well. So this is very, very bullish. Tesla, Amazon, and Apple have yet to cross above on their MACD, while the price of the stocks are holding support and moving upwards. So that is very, very bullish. And the fact that these large tech stocks are showing lots more room to the upside, it's a good signal that the NASDAQ can also go on higher. All right. And that is a reason why we're holding on to NASDAQ calls. So that's it for the large tech stocks, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the 30-year bond and the NASDAQ. 30-year bond, stupid strength. It's showing so much strength right now. We opened, look at where we were yesterday. We were trading around like 152.30, right? And today we held 153 perfectly. We broke above 153.30. We broke above 154. And now it looks like we're about to break February 24th's high. All right. And close above that. Well, obviously, we have some more time until bonds close. But this is really, really bullish. And this is a really, really good sign of what is yet to come on the NASDAQ, which is another reason why I went long and alerted long, on the NASDAQ. I felt like there was still a lot more room to go to the upside for the Qs because of this ridiculous strength out of the 30-year bond. That's really it. I mean, this is just a clear-cut, clean, like, bull flag formation, consolidated a bit, break upward. There's not really much else to say about that. So there's that for the bonds. The bonds look bullish. Let's go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ clearly also looking very, very bullish, right? This is the second day. This is the first day that we crossed above on the MACD. But keep in mind, Apple, Tesla, and Amazon still have more room to go to the upside in terms of their MACD crossover. They're still oversold on the MACD, which means that if Amazon, Apple, and Tesla can have a really, really good, strong day tomorrow, that should be very, very bullish for the NASDAQ as well. So that is the reason why I alerted, long on Twitter for the NASDAQ. All right. And definitely go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Post all my trades there completely for free. We've been doing really well, obviously. Thank God. And yeah, all right. So now let's take a look at the NASDAQ, right? Technically, we failed to break above 347.38, which is fine, right? The SPY closed above resistance. The Russell closed above resistance. The bonds are showing ridiculous strength. And a lot of the large tech stocks are also showing a lot of strength. So us not closing above 347.38 isn't the worst sign. What is a really, really good sign, though, is we closed above the prior day's high. So that's the NASDAQ is already showing way more strength in terms of that. It closed above yesterday's high. So that's a really, really good sign. All right. So yeah, once we close above, so essentially tomorrow we need to see if we can close above 347.38. Ideally, we move upwards and gap up a bit. Then the next upward level of resistance is going to be 350.32. And then the 20 exponential moving average, which should be around 351.90 or 352 by tomorrow. So that, things are going to be very, very interesting moving forward if we just continue moving on upwards. Nuclear war has basically been averted. So the market basically saw that as like a good sign that we can continue the bounce. And everything connected is very, very bullish. And now that we saw how bullish the entire stock market was, it's very, very important for us to take a look at this, just the ridiculous strength coming out of Bitcoin in the crypto markets right now. So this is another reason why I was very bullish on the stock market, is because Bitcoin was showing so much strength. And what I said Sunday, if you guys remember, was Bitcoin was falling down to like 3,700 at the time when I shared the video yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. So it was showing extreme red, and I was saying as long as 36.5 and 3,700 holds, that'd be great. But then I said it would just be disgusting if they brought it down all the way here to get everyone that longed up here to lose their money, and then for them to go short down here and then rip it on higher. And that's exactly what happened, man. These guys are savages. They literally, like, market makers are literally like, it becomes very predictable when, like, you know, you've been looking at the chart over and over again for years. So that was basically the reason why I was still really bullish overall. And it worked out. It really worked out. And this is a really good sign. The fact that we're trading back above 40,000 is a really good, great sign. Of course, 39,600 is the main new level of support. But the fact that we reclaimed this trend line here for now is pretty spectacular. And if we can close above this level, hold here, maybe that would be a bit more premature. But even a retest of like 40 to 40.5, even 39.6, any of these on a retest can still send it back up to this trend line here, which would be around, you know, I don't think that would happen tomorrow, but if it does, this will be around 44,000. But I don't think we'll hit 44,000 tomorrow. It would be way more like healthy, I think, for the overall market if we didn't have an abrupt move to the upside. I want to see some consolidation. I want us to, you know, fail at levels of resistance. I want you know, a healthier market. Big, huge green candles like this are not sustainable in the long term. So if we want to see Bitcoin to 100,000, $4,000 or $5,000 candles are not sustainable. So, you know, I want to see us fall down a bit. But the fact that Bitcoin is showing this much strength and the equities were basically sort of red today, right? We barely closed green on many of the equities. The fact that Bitcoin is showing 10% gain is a very bullish sign, in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much.